Hey guys, it's CWillyHD here, and it's time to go back to the first glitch I've ever done. That's right, I thought for my 30k subscriber special I'd bring you all the way back to the very beginning, to the first episode of Game Breakers. It's basically been the main show on this channel and what really got the ball rolling for any sort of viewership I got. Now, almost 7 years later, here we are, with hundreds of glitches in the books and a new show, Code Breakers. After the glitch, I'm going to hit you guys with some statistics about my two shows and how they compare against each other. But without further ado, my first glitch I ever did on the channel, redone 7 years later. So of course, the first game I did was Earthbound. It's still my favorite game of all time and what my logo for the channel is from. Well, there is a way to skip the second town of the game, Tucson. Get it? Tucson, okay. So, after Captain Strong and his 5 men gang up on a 13-year-old boy and lose, they finally open up the gate for you to Tucson. Once in there, you can say hi to the locals like Mr. T, just hanging out. Oh god, Mr. T, look out! But when you're ready to do the glitch, head down to Berglund Park and over to this shop vendor. He sells skip sandwiches, which is what we need for the glitch. So stop by the ATM and stock up on as many as you can. You will need at least 3 skip sandwiches, but I'd get more because the glitch can be kind of tricky. Once that's done, we can head down to the spot. In case you didn't know, skip sandwiches allow Ness to run around faster than his normal walking speed. It lasts for 10 seconds flat, so make the most of it, either traversing the world, running past enemies, or skipping the entirety of Tucson. Your choice. The glitch location is at the bottom right corner of the town. Find the bus stop and walk downwards from the sign. You'll see this cliffside with a tiny little tree sitting on top. In order to do the glitch, we eat a skip sandwich and wiggle our way through this corner, and there's a gap in the collision that's supposed to block you. So, when you're ready, eat a sandwich, wedge yourself into the corner, and begin rolling your thumb across the left, down, and right directions on your controller. It can be tricky, but eventually Ness will pop through and onto the cliff. Congratulations, we've done the first of 3 cliff skips. We gotta do a very similar technique for the next 2. Just down and to the left of the first spot is this ledge. Eat another skip sandwich, wiggle your thumb, and Ness will hopefully do the same thing. I had to eat another skip sandwich while halfway in the wall because my 10 seconds ran out, but then I got through. When you hit this clip, you'll get a cool side effect of hearing the music switch over from Tucson to the creepy 3'd theme. But we gotta do it one more time, and as you see, head to the right and down to this tree next to the edge. This spot is a little different as you want to press left, up, and right directions this time, as you're going from left to right here to clip out instead of up and down. This one is said to be the toughest of the 3, but it turned out to be the easiest for me. Once through though, you are free from Tucson, and are on the other side between 3'd and 4-side. You have some options of what to do here. Heading into the left tunnel is the primary option. Ghosts will approach you in the tunnel like they do when you enter from the other side and throw you back into 3'd. But since we entered from this side, the game still brings you to 3'd. So we can enter it early without having to rescue Paula, fight the Happy Village clan, or save the Runaway 5 from crippling debt. Hooray! You can continue the 3'd storyline if you want to. Paula will automatically join you when Jeff does in winter, so you don't have to worry about that. Anywho, that is the main option people do when skipping Tucson, but you can also head to the right here and into the other tunnel. This brings you to the desert, which is hot and full of strong enemies. If you're careful, you can walk through the whole thing and reach 4-side. Again, the game doesn't expect you to be here early, so you can do things out of order, like see the Runaway 5 perform here in the big city, even though in reality, they're still stuck in Tucson with debt and a crippling contract. Also, people in the story refer to party members that aren't even with us, like Paula and Jeff, since we are supposed to be with them right now. But if you do opt to go to 4-side right away, you'll quickly realize how under-leveled you are. You're supposed to be a way higher level and have 2 other party members, so trying to defeat the desert dungeon with the 5 bosses is almost impossible. I did have a viewer on my original video say they got pretty far into the story using this glitch, but they had to reset a bunch to get extremely lucky in boss fights. But eventually they hit a dead end with more glitches, so it's not really recommended. But if you want to just skip Tucson and go to 3'd, this is a great way to do so. But yeah, that's pretty much the first glitch I ever did. Who knew a single glitch in Earthbound would lead me down this 7-year journey? Game Breakers has become my biggest project ever, so I thought I'd share some fun little stats with y'all. Not including this video, I have made 111 glitch videos for Game Breakers. Jeez, 111. I missed the big 100. That was Mario Superstar Baseball glitches on the GameCube for the record. So, woohoo Mario Baseball. Across these 111 videos, I've gotten a grand total of 6,231,050 views. I've never really looked at totals, but that is pretty nuts. 2 of my videos have broken 1 million views, Pokemon Sword and Shield, as well as my Among Us video. A handful of others have broke through the 100,000 view count, including my big Earthbound video in 2019, which I'm super proud of. It's cool that I was able to take my favorite game and share it with so many of you. But since starting Game Breakers, I've also added another show to the channel, Code Breakers. The same concept, but just showing off mods and hacks for a game instead of glitches. Here's how they compare. This is really surprising to me. I've only made a whopping 11 Code Breakers videos, so 111 to 11. I started this series back on April 28th of 2019 with my Super Mario DS modding video, but I barely touched mods after that for a while. Anyway, with only 11 videos, we have still amassed 991,413 views across all the modding videos. Super close to 1 million total, so I'm sure we'll hit that soon too. But yeah, Game Breakers, no surprise, has Code Breakers beat. Still a good spread though, and I'm just very glad I'm able to do 2 shows. I've had a blast with both, and Code Breakers allows me to revisit games I've already made glitch videos on, so it's nice to play some of my favorites again. I do have kind of a dumb idea for another new show, but I doubt it'll ever see the light of day. I wanted to make a show focusing on who's the best CPU from a game. So say like Mario Party, I just throw all the CPUs into a big tournament and see who wins the whole thing. Or Smash Bros for another example. Just something fun and interesting to do on the side, cause spoilers, making glitching and modding videos takes a long time. I always feel bad with how long I take to upload, but there's really not a lot I can do about it. Right now I'm in a master's program at my university, so I'm up to my neck in work. Then I gotta go out into the big boy world and find a real job. I'll always have time to make videos, but yeah, it's probably always going to be a week or 2 between them. Sorry. For real though, thank you guys so much for 30,000 subscribers. It's a number I never thought I would hit, and it's been a blast to have YouTube as a hobby for all these years. You guys also keep this channel running. Like seriously, I do make a little money from these videos, which allows me to go out and buy all these new Switch games that keep coming out, as well as new equipment like microphones and capture cards. It's very cool to say I've made money playing video games, so thank you, seriously. But I think that's pretty much everything. I gotta get back to playing through some of these games for episodes. As a little treat though, I thought I'd let you know my potential, very tentative plans coming up. I just have a little note on my phone of future ideas, so just to name a couple: Pokemon Let's Go glitches that still work, Stardew Valley modding, ooh, Zelda Breath of the Wild glitches that still work, a speedrun challenge for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and maybe Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire mods. Again, these are just my top ideas right now and are always subject to change. You'll probably see a few of these videos come out, but I'll likely lose interest in some of them as time goes on. But actually, this time I think that is everything. I do these little talking videos from time to time, so it's nice to just talk about things and not how to get out of bounds or something. Thanks again for 30K. I hope you guys like the little recreation of my first glitch. I'll put the original first video as one of the outro options, but please be warned, my voice was pretty different than it is now, so proceed with caution. But for now, I'm gonna get up out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, see ya!